Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce confirms Kingston track swansong at 2025 Jamaican Nationals. Sprint legend Fraser Pryce says she will grace Kingston's National Stadium for the last time this week as she bids to qualify for September's World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. This week marks the end of an era in Jamaican sprinting as Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce races at Kingston's National Stadium for the last time. The 2025 Jamaican National Championships in track and field athletics, which double up as qualifiers for September's World Championships in Tokyo, take place from 26 to 29 June. Speaking on Monday, the 23rd of June, at a cocktail reception in Kingston organized by longtime sponsors Nike in her honor, the three-time Olympic gold medalist said, "In the next 2 days, it will be my final time gracing the National Stadium. Honestly, it's one of those moments that I'm looking forward to, because I have absolutely nothing to lose and all to gain." Fraser Pryce, 38, won her first global medal, silver at the 2007 Osaka World Championships, 4 months before Australia's new men's sprint sensation Gout was even born. She went on to win women's 100-meter gold at the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games and 10 World Championship gold medals, including 5 individual 100m crowns, the last coming at Eugene 2022. She qualified for the semifinals in her 5th Olympic Games at Paris 2024, but did not start after sustaining an injury in the warm-up. At the event attended by luminaries including Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Fraser Pryce, who became a mother in 2017 and is known as the Mummy Rocket, gave thanks to her MVP track club, mentors, and husband Jason. She also announced an initiative to eliminate barefoot running among primary school athletes in Jamaica. "There's absolutely no way we should still have kids running barefooted in this country," she stated. "Not the Jamaica of world-class sprinters and athletes. It is my mandate to make sure that every single student at the primary level in this country will never run barefoot at the National Stadium." Fraser Pryce will run in the women's 100-meter heats on Thursday, with the final taking place on Friday. Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce, what can we expect from Jamaica's sprint legend in her potential final season? Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce confident Jamaica track and field in good hands with young generation. When June 2025 came calling, it brought with it more than just another season of sprinting. It carried the weight of history, of a homegrown icon standing one last time upon the track that elevated her to greatness. Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce, the Mummy Rocket, was poised for her final sprint at Kingston's hallowed National Stadium, and every heartbeat in the stand seemed to pulse in unison with hers. On a warm June evening, as the sun cast long shadows across the lanes, time seemed to slow. She stood at the blocks, tiny in stature but colossal in legend. The air was thick with anticipation, enveloping her in the echoes of countless victorious strides she had once taken. And now, one final one awaited before that farewell race. She spoke not of regret, but of liberation. "I have absolutely nothing to lose and all to gain," she declared at a celebratory Nike reception. It was a statement not just of her legacy, but of the journey's transcendence, from raw talent and relentless training to motherhood, mentorship, and inspiration. The final itself was a masterclass in poise and timing. Among emerging stars like Tina and Tia Clayton and the formidable Shericka Jackson, Fraser Pryce charged across the line third, in 10.91 seconds. It was not a claim to the top podium, yet the roar of the crowd crowned her champion of the heart, sealing her place as the people's champion. After the race, her reflection was as graceful as a final stride. In the hushed echo of the stadium, she spoke of faith, gratitude, and fulfillment. "I'm really grateful. This is a celebration of the journey and what all of you have done for me, your love, your dedication, your support through the years." The farewell was not an end, but a bridge between past glory and future promise. Beyond the finish line lay her latest legacy, a grassroots initiative to end barefoot running among primary school students. In the land that breeds sprinting royalty, she stood tall for the young buddies who dreamt to one day stand where she once did, bold, prepared, and properly shod. "There's absolutely no way we should still have kids running barefooted. It is my mandate to make sure that every single student at the primary level will never run barefoot at the National Stadium." And so, in that electric June night, her final sprint united generations, the great she inspired, the stars rising behind her, and the little feet she now fights for. She has been sprinting through our lives since the tracks of Waterhouse whispered her name, and today, at 38, Her running shoes will tread the sacred rubber of Jamaica's national stadium one last time. But if you still sense the rush of inevitability, you're not alone. Even a legend's final stride carries the sacred weight of time slowing down. At a twilight reception hosted by Nike in Kingston on June 23, 2025, Fraser Pryce stood primed between adoration and reflection. In the next 2 days, it will be my final time gracing the national stadium. Honestly, it's one of those moments that I'm looking forward to, because I have absolutely nothing to lose and all to gain, she declared. Her words both gentle and resolute. This isn't just a farewell, it's a passage. For over 2 decades, Fraser Pryce carried the hopes of a nation on her petite shoulders, first tripping into glory at the 2007 Osaka Worlds, her silver a prelude to a golden destiny. 2 Olympic 100-meter titles, 10 World Championship golds, and countless moments of lightning incarnate followed now, as the 2025 Jamaican National Championships unfolded from June 26 to 29, doubling as the World Championship qualifiers for Tokyo in September. Fraser Pryce would chase one final spot, one last moment to hear the roar of home. The race that echoes. Night laid Kingston in electric stillness. The heat of anticipation radiated from every seat. On June 27th, the women's 100-meter final unfolded, and there she was, small in stature but titanic in legacy, poised at the blocks once more. She wasn't alone. Shericka Jackson, the world-class star of now. The dazzling Clayton twins, Tina and Tia, youthful fire and pressure incarnate. At the sound of the gun, time fractured. Each step was a layering of heartbeats and history. A twist of fortune unfolded as Tia pulled up mid-race, injured, her Olympic-caliber form cut short. Tina surged ahead, Jackson followed suit. And Fraser Pryce, steady, composed, clear-eyed, slid into third. Her time, 10.91 seconds, season's best, legacy intact. The stadium roared, a massive reverence shaking the night sky. Not for the winner alone, but for the queen making one final bend into glory's shadow. It wasn't a dominating victory, no. It was something more profound, deliberate, courageous, gracious. She had nothing to lose, everything to honor. Beyond the track, the echoes that live on. While others may chronicle fast times and medals, the heart of Fraser Pryce's legacy pulses in how she uplifted. When the adrenaline faded and the world looked away, the cocktail reception attending dignitaries from Prime Minister Andrew Holness to her steadfast MVP track club and beloved family, husband Jason, son Zian, was a clasp of gratitude, love, and reflection. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share.